Okay, thank you everyone for the patience. I was having a bit trouble here, but I'm back. As I was saying, I'm Ian Zoroge. I take undergraduate bachelor's degree in computer science, and currently I'm the technical lead of DSC Developer Students Lab, Mo University, the year 2020-2021. I would like to thank every one of you who took their time to fill the forms we sent and for your time and sacrifice for being part of this program. So let's roll out and let's get to know what is in store and what we prepared for you for this program. So to begin with, there are 3 steps you ought to have done or you have to do before proceeding. The first thing is we shall be communicating through Slack, our official communication. Everything that shall be happening during this program shall be communicated through Slack. So the first thing you ought to do, or you must have done, is joining our official Developer Students Lab, Mo University, Slack workspace. You can do so by visiting dcmouniversity.slack.com. After joining the workspace, make sure that you have joined the workspace of your team. So after joining the DSC workspace, make sure you've joined the channel to your group. So if you are doing web dev, you are categorized into the various groups. So there's web development group 1, web dev group 2. So make sure you join the channel, the specific channel to your group. Then make sure to introduce yourself to the channel, update your profile, that is a name, email address, tell people what you do, and if you're a mentor, make sure to introduce yourself and your teammates know that you're the mentor of that group. So any trouble with accessing the DSC Mo University workspace, please contact me, contact our team. In the previous mail, reply to the mail, and somebody will get back to you as soon as possible. The team workspace is if you don't know what group you are categorized or put into, just recheck your mail, refresh your mail, and read your mail through. You will get a link to a drive with the names of your team and your mentor, and all the details are there. Just make sure to refresh your mail if you did not receive any mail. If you're still not getting any mail, please contact me and the team. We will be here to help. If you never interacted with Slack before, here's a look at Slack. This is the Slack DSC Mo University workspace. On my left panel is the channels. So you can see we got the cloud group, the general for everyone. Then we have the different. Make sure you you join the specific channel to your group. And on my right panel is my updated profile. Make sure you update your profile. Let everybody know who you are, what you do, and that will be fun. So if for some reason you cannot access Slack, then we can give you an option to meet via any workspace you feeling like, but the official workspace will be using, and all communications regarding the program shall be communicated through this Slack workspace. So for some weird reason you can't access Slack or you are not used to Slack, we can let you and your group decide on a specific or an app of your choice that you can use to communicate. Now that we are done with the introduction, let's jump to the main business of this program, and let's define our goal. What are we doing here? What's our goal and the strategy we are going to face to achieve our goal? Our goal in this mentorship and the general goal of Developer Students Lab in this chapter and across the world is to connect, to learn, and to grow. Connect, learn, grow. Those are our three main goals. You've been assigned a mentor, and you have a group of mentees who probably you have never met or you have no idea who they are. So take this opportunity to connect, know them, increase your LinkedIn connection, increase your Twitter followers, increase your connection generally. We are here to learn. At least by the end of this program, everybody should at least know something that he or she did not know. We are here to grow. So it's to connect, to learn, and to grow. That's our main goal. And connect in every category. You must not be technical. Your better half can be here. You are he, you are she. If for some weird reason you belong to the LGBT community, the other thing of what you want will maybe here. So what's the strategy? The strategy is peer-to-peer learning structured with development and challenge building as backbone. So the main thing, basically what we're doing here, we'll be learning ourselves. So in the various groups you have been assigned, you are to reach out to your peer who is also a mentee, learn through him, and anytime you face any problem or any complication, reach out to your mentee, to your mentor. So that's the structure. You learn through your peer, and we have laid a backbone of challenge building where each week you'll be assigned a task, and through what you've learned, you are required to challenge and build something or something of the sort. So more about the program. This program is scheduled to run for 8 weeks long. That is 2 months. Our kickoff for onboarding session is today, but our calendar runs from 15th of October 2020. We end on the 28th of November 2020. We got 2 phases in this program. That's the learning phase. That's the first phase we will face in the 5 weeks from now. Then the final phase of this program will be a building phase, where in your development groups you will be tasked to choose a project or a mini project, gather around what you've been learning from week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, put them together and make one meaningful mini project that can account for everything you've learned through this program. Okay, let's jump to the learning phase. How are we structuring this learning phase? So we want it to be technical, we want it to be fun, and we want us to connect, learn, and grow. So how we going about this learning phase? First, we providing resources, very easy to learn, easy to understand. They are absolutely free. They cost nothing, and the resources are they're the best. They are very good. So the learning phase is combined with peer-to-peer learning with the provided resources that will be allocated to you. All the links that I'll mention in this presentation, I will share them on the Slack channel and the WhatsApp group of the Developer Students Club Mo University, and I will go ahead and share with you in your different in your emails. So check your emails after this. I'll be sharing all the links. So the learning phase is also entitled with a weekly task which will be assigned by your mentors. Every week, every week your mentor will be assigning you a task according to what you've been learning. You will be assigning a task which you are tasked to do, and I pray you guys. I ask for you guys for cooperation, and let's engage. Let's engage with the mentees, the other mentees. Let's engage with the mentors. Tuunde hiyo team ya development na ya grow na ya connect. We will be having weekly technical session. So at the end of the week, we will be having a general technical session that is to cover at least all the tracks. It will be a wide topic that's general to everybody, and anybody can jump into it. So we will be doing this on Saturdays, if that's okay with all of you. This session will be our mentors will take us through the sessions. Some of them have volunteered to take us through this technical session. So from next week on Saturday, we will be having our first technical session with one of the mentors. Then in the learning phase, there's a fun tech session that will be hosting. So take this as something to come together and just have fun. So we have a session. We talk about what's happening in the tech, cryptocurrency, self-driving, the future, smartphones, AI, everything. A session that we basically talk about tech and let's tunajua what others are thinking on what their perspective with various technology. We talk about emerging tech. We talk about anything that that we think is concerned to us. You as mentees and mentors are titled to pick a topic that we can all jump into. So before the session, I will email you with forms where you will fill what you wanna talk about, what the most which you wanna talk about in our fun sessions. Okay, let's now go into technical session. One of the major pillars I talked about in our learning phase is the technical session, and this is what I have got lined up for you. Next week, on the 17th October 2020, we will have one of the mentors take us through version control. So if you have no idea GitHub. You don't know anything about version control. So on the 24th of October 2020, one of the mentors will take you through a session in Firebase, and you will get to know about Firebase, everything about Firestorm. You'll get to know how that thing you keep seeing login with Google, how it works. You will get a preview of what Firebase is and what it's about. The other week, we will have a session about progressive web app. If you have no idea what a PWA is, get ready for that session. You will know about progressive web apps. You will know what's the difference between PWA and native apps. You will know why most people are going for PWS, and you will get to know about how to start up with a PWA and how you can run it. On the 7th of November 2020, we will have a technical session on an intro to mobile development, where we'll have one of our mentor take us through an intro to mobile dev, the difference between native and non-native, the different platform available, and basically introduction to Android mobile development. So next, the learning resources will be having and will be using. So the guys who will be taking web development, you will use a site called Frontend Masters. This site is very easy to use, very friendly for beginners, and it's very efficient, and it's structured very well, especially for the beginners. You will love this site if you are interested in web development. For the mobile guys, when I say mobile, I mean Android application development. Udacity.com is the site we will be using. Udacity, if you never interacted with that site, please do. It's the best site to learn mobile Android app development. For the machine learning and artificial intelligence, you'll be using a site called the Dev Guide that with Google. This is a site. These are resources provided by Google, and it offers certification at the end of the course. Same to the cloud guys, you'll be using the same resource, which is the Dev Guide that with Google. It's simple to understand, and we will all be participating in the learning phase. So let's define the role the mentors will be tasked to do. So kwanza, let me thank all the mentors who volunteered for this program. We really appreciate you, and thank you for taking time to grow with us and mentor these young minds. So the mentors will be tasked to guide the mentees on efficient development setup. That is the IDEs, relevant extension, dependencies. So as a mentor, you are to guide your mentees on what editors they should be preferring to, what what extension they are not to miss, and the various dependencies. You are also tasked at walking mentees through the process of choosing a relevant framework that they will be using and that is good with that will suit their development stage. You, as a mentor, you are tasked to be available to talk out to mentees when they encounter challenges. You are tasked also to assigning weekly tasks to the mentees. You are tasked to guide mentees into the project selection and planning, which will be the final phase of this mentorship program. And you can volunteer to offer the technical session I was talking about. So if you you want more clarification about the roles, please reach out. And for those who are not here, this session is recorded, so you can also reach out to this session later and know about everything that we discussed. So let's talk about the building phase. So this is the building phase and how it shall go about. First, as a group of mentees, you are required to select a project. These are mini projects that you can work as a group, but you can go solo. So let me give you some easy steps you can use in selecting project. This is not a very big. Think of a small project that everyone in your team is affected with. Maybe no one has a personal portfolio, or no one has a personal portfolio. You can work on such a project if you are from the web development group, and always use your mentor, seek guidance from your mentor to know if it's the right project to be doing. And also consider the ease of build. Don't tie yourself with something very huge, something simple and relevant. So the tools and setups that will be required for the building phase of this program. You as a group, you will select a team lead. This team lead will create a repo from our organization page in Git, that is DSC Mo University. Then the team lead will invite all the group members to the repo, and you can go solo, and you will, as a solo guy, you you create a repo with your name and the product you're building. So during this building phase, we will have covered an intro to version control, so everybody will be at least have knowledge in with Git and its commands and everything basic associated with Git. So you to create a repo from our DSC Mo Uni organization. You give it a name that is in line with your project. So if your project is portfolio, you say web development, portfolio front end, web development, portfolio back end, ML, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Then you make sure your repo is public. This is for the team lead who will be creating the repo. Make sure to work off the master branch. Then the team lead should remember to mark the code before submitting. You can create various multiple repos in the organization, so you can have the front end, the back end, the blah blah blah. And you encourage to connect the Git with the Slack workspace so that you can have easy access to updates. So what's the next step after doing all this? So you select a project, you work on the project. This will take around 2 weeks. It's a mini project. it will be about putting together what you've learned during the 5 weeks and putting up into one project. You build as a group, then you upload your code for review. You will be, after your code is reviewed, you will be given a date to present your project, and you will say about the project, what each member was tasked to do, how they went about it, why you chose this project, and there will be a judging phase where you will sit in a panel of judges who will listen to you and award you marks according to your product. After this, we will have a winner announcement. A winner will come from each track we offering. So we'll have a winner from web development. We'll have a winner from mobile. We'll have a winner from machine learning and artificial intelligence. And yeah, we got prizes for you. So please want to win, because goodies will be coming on your way. So let me give you a hint of what will be happening in the judgment process. So each team, group, or kama utakuwa individual, you'll be assigned time to present your project. You will present on a panel of judges who will comprise the various mentors and some guys from outside who will listen to your project, will review and award marks and points according to each category. Then we will have announcing of team winners, and this will be the offboarding session. The offboarding session tukimalizia the program, we will announce the winners. Goodies will be on your way, and and that will be the close of our program. So apart from the 3 phases, we have something more for you coming up, and the Ultimate Front UI Developer Series. This already is taking place. These are 5 weeks live coding series that is aimed at making you an ultimate front-end UI developer. This is open for everybody. It's it's pushed by the Developer Students Club at the University of South Africa, and it's open for everyone. I will be leaving down on the description the link for this ultimate front-end UI developer series. It's ending the end of this year, the end of this month. It will be the end of this 5-week series. So what is this 5-week series about? It's an ultimate front-end user interface developer series, which you will be learning HTML5, CSS3, you will learn Firebase, and you will learn Git. And you will learn this through cloning the major apps and social media you used to. So you will be cloning Facebook, Twitter, the Netflix landing page, Instagram landing page, the WhatsApp landing page, the Apple landing page, Google landing page, YouTube, Uber Eats. If you're interested, the link will be just in the description in a few seconds. This series is comprised of various countries. So we have SA, we have Botswana, Nigeria, we have 254, Namibia, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Ghana, and Tanzania. You can't miss this. Oh, another thing, this is of the program, but the DevFest 2020 is scheduled to happen October 16th to 18th 2020. Kwa wale wajui the first ni nini, the first is generally a day annually where where the Google developer groups in their local community meet up to host a fest and talk about what has been happening through the year. They have technical session, they have building. So this year, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the session will be happening virtually. So SEED's GDG groups in Kenya have combined to bring about one big virtual event. That's Google Developer Eldoret, Google Developer Group Nairobi, GDG Kisii, GDG Kisumu, GDG Mombasa, and GDG Nyeri combined to bring you one of the biggest virtual events in tech space here in Kenya. Will be happening between the October 16th to 18th. Please, this you can't miss this. The the link to this will be coming to you shortly. The other thing is the Google Student Virtual Series, Building for Everyone, EMEA. This is a program that is funded and supported by Google that is for Google for students, and by students I mean campus students. It's a Google University program that imeshaanza, and there's a session today There's a session today, the 17th October at 7 p.m. East Africa time, building your technical career and CV workshop. Please, if you've got time today at 7 p.m., jump to it. Their YouTube page is Google Students. You can find session of earlier talks. On the 15th of October, we'll be having a TED Talk on autopilot by Google Cloud. On the 21st of October, we'll have a technical interview, workshop, and demo. Please, if you got time, these are this is an interesting platform. It's powered by Google, and the guests, the speakers will be Google engineers, so you can miss this. Thank you for listening, and gracias.
We have that question by David Kariuki asking about the Android group, whether they'll be using Flutter. So maybe Ian can get back to that. Ian, over to you.
Okay, about mobile app development, mostly will be native mobile app development, so we will be using Kotlin, and most of our mentors are Kotlin developers. So we can have a sideline where we can do Flutter, but our main will be Kotlin.
Okay, there's another question by Kevin Bugigi asking which mentor he or she has been assigned to. So maybe get to that question.
So if you check the mail, a previous mail inviting you to this session, there's a link to Google Drive, where there's a form that has the mentors and mentees of every group, so you can confirm up. If you kama hujapata hiyo email and you having problem, please reach out to any one of the team and to the group. Reply through the DSC community site, and we will reach out to you.
Okay, so there's another question by David Kariuki asking, can one be in more I believe that he's asking about in the stacks. Can one be in more than one stack? Web dev. So Ian, you can get.
Not recommended for now. Just stick to your group for these cohorts 1. For cohorts 2, we might spice things a little bit.
You can post the question about data science.
Oh, someone is asking, I think he's trying to ask, James is trying to ask whether there is a data science track.
Okay, James, for this cohort 1, we'll not have a data science labs, but we'll have general machine learning and sneak through into AI. So we will not have something very deep into data science for cohort. But for cohort 2, watch out, we'll be having something more for you.
Okay, thanks for the response, Ian. So we have another question by Alex Muridi asking, for web developers, are we limited to CSS, Firebase?
For web developers, you're limited to Google technologies. So you're not to sneak into .NET development or something of the sort. So you limited to Google technologies.
Okay, so someone is asking for clarification on the question posted by Bugigi, asking about the mentor they have been assigned to. So he's saying, kindly clarify on Bugigi's question. You have mentioned something on a document sent on mail. I believe the person didn't hear well. So maybe Ian, you can clarify.
Okay, if you have trouble getting the document that has the mentors and mentors form information and who is who, I will resend through your mail so you will know who is your mentor and who are the mentees you are to mentor. I will resend it before the end of the day. So refresh your mail after that.
Okay. I also think the document can be sent to the various WhatsApp groups, especially the one for DSE MOI, so for easy accessibility. I can't see any other question. Is there any other question? So I can see another question by Kibet Ngetich asking on IoT. So I think he's asking include IoT in this first phase of the mentorship.
Okay, Tibet. So we are limited to virtual events. So we postpone the IoT mpaka tufungue shule. So if we will open, if shule zita resume and everybody will be in school before the end of the year, IoT will be in the program. If not, we will push to cohort 2. This is because IoT requires you require the touch and the equipment for the program.
Okay, I believe that has been answered on the IoT. Any other questions that can be posted on the chat section? Okay, I'd like to thank everyone for the good comments we're seeing on the chat section. Are there any other questions? Okay, I see someone asking about the DSE lead. They want a small talk from the DSE lead. So over to you, Ivy.
Okay, so hi guys. I'd love to thank you guys for attending. I'm really excited. The turn up was really great. And for those who missed part of the session, we'll share the recording. And yeah, don't miss out on the mentorship program and be active and jovial and enjoy the session and the program. So yeah, thank you, Nicklin.
So I believe you've heard from the DSE lead. Any other question? Okay, we're getting good feedback. I appreciate. Are there any other questions? So I think there are no more questions. So maybe I can leave a comment. I want to thank everyone attending this session. And I think this is our first mentorship as DSE MOI. And we will require cooperation from everyone. I want to appreciate the mentors who've actually taken their time to mentor others in this program. And I hope all will go well. It might have some bumps here and there, but we'll be there to support each and every one of you. And I know that all shall be well. So maybe I can hand it over to Leila.
Thank you, everyone. It was great having you here. And thank you so much. God bless. Bye.